Now, DMT has been around for a long time, Chris. So why now for stroke and what's changed?
Well, DMT is a classified drug that makes it class 4. There are different um, rules and regulations and different monikers in different countries, but it's a highly regulated drug. But of late, there's been a dramatic amount of interest in the investment community for psychedelic drugs, psilocybin, psilocin, DMT as well. There's been predominantly a focus in helping psychiatric or chronic conditions. And Algernon took interest in it. This is based on science. It's not only the interest in the market, but in looking at DMT, it was this recent study, I think, last year in Hungary that caused us to be quite excited about its potential. We've filed patents for new forms of DMT. That this is a difficult area to be in to get new intellectual property because they're natural occurring compounds and they've been around and there's been a lot of research. So it's a challenge if you can establish intellectual property and then look at it from a pure pharma play. Moving the drug into phase 1, phase 2 trials. Can you show efficacy for a particular disease or disease indication? And then how do you move that on for regulatory approval? So there's a resurgence of interest, and high water raises all boats. So we're part of that process, and we think this is an exciting area to be studying a psychedelic drug like DMT.
So why has a Vancouver-based company chosen the UK for the phase 1 study?
Well, really, in today's global market, unless you have a lab attached to your building, you're using contract research in any event. So you're hiring out laboratories or contract research to run your studies. So you can work on a global basis. Typically, you're going to work in a country that has been accepted for its GLP practices and quality and FDA control. And so it just so happens that in the UK, Hammersmith Medicines Research, who we've contracted to run our phase 1 study, has run a study for DMT for a psychiatric condition, either depression or, and in fact, having done that, they've gone through the process, they've applied for the license, and they have that background. So it's just easier going with a group that's already done it once. And so repeating the process in a very restricted space with a highly controlled substance, it just made sense for us to work with them for our phase 1.